Now I would like to invite Professor Dr. Vijay Kumar Shrotriya, Professor, Delhi School of Economics, University of Delhi. He recently authored a book on human well-being and policy in South Asia. His research domain includes happiness, well-being, and strategy at individual, organizational, and global level. He has various publications to his credit. He has been a member of many high-powered committees of UGC, ICSSR, public service commissions, and other agencies. I request you, sir, to please share your valuable knowledge with the audience.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rashmi and Dr. Ajay Kumar ji, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my thought. In fact, I was telling that I need to go at 12:40, 12:45. It is getting 12:45, so I will be winding up maybe within 2-3 minutes. So nice means to see all good friends there. I saw Professor Kamal Karamjit ji, and we have been talking about different issues at different forums. Thank you very much. Let me just come to the context that people have been talking about. The director, Dr. Ajay Kumar was talking, Dr. Karanjit Singh ji, and Professor H.K. Singh ji. I have maybe a little different take on all the things, and I say, I think someone was talking about that execution of the policy is the most important thing. Research shows that 80% of the strategies fail because they are not executed well. They are not implemented well. Policies sound very good. This policy is at a right time, overdue time, but I think we need to praise the government for taking such an initiative and coming up with this policy. It gives a lot of rooms, creates a lot of rooms for flexibility. I have a long discussion on policy at different forums. What I just share in the brief time that I have with you is that the policy is in the right direction of developing thinking, which is the key. In the wake of last say around 40 years, in the wake, especially after globalization, we became so much skill oriented that our whole focus became very, very objective. I think we need to look back, and this policy gives you that scope of looking back and assimilating your knowledge bases in your own language. And that is a great initiative because in our country, in our side of the geography, if we look at things, we find that people are thinking in their mother tongue and converting it into the language of English. For that, of course, it sounds very nice, but the biggest challenge before the agencies would be, before all the academics, especially for all of us, would be to provide the literature in Indian regional languages, and that leaves a big there is a big vacuum on that. And I think all of us have to be committed towards developing literature in different languages, and that is going to dominate in the times to follow, as you see, as it happened in China, and as China is competing with. The great initiative that government commits about is that they are going to increase the allocation from 3% to 6%. This is something which is great. In fact, in the book that I authored, we have been talking about it, we gave cases, and we said that until we increase the GDP allocation on education, we cannot convert the part of the country as an educated lot. And as Professor Karanjit was telling, that the focus of the policy is to increase GER. And I think if government has this commitment of investing huge money, increasing from 3%, little less than 3% to 6%, this is a big leap. And ever since this, the time that this policy comes into implementation by the year 2022, I think if this happens, we will be in good hands, and our future generations will have a better future, and we will be able to make our grounds very, very sound. I get reminded of Mr. Gurucharan Das, who is a renowned author and columnist who has written many books. When he was a student at Harvard, he told that when he came back, the most important thing when he was studying business there, the most important thing which contributed to his growth was the 2 subjects that he studied there. And those 2 subjects were given as open courses, as a choice courses, and though they were philosophy and Sanskrit. And this contributed to his growing. And I tell you, the experiments that we have had with CBCS ever since 2009, this is around 11 years of CBCS implementation. I think if we learn from experiences and put the policy in the right perspective, we will have a very good future. Maybe I will have my take on later sometime with all of you. Thank you once again for giving me the opportunity to voice my thoughts. Thank you, Rashmi ji. Thank you, Professor HKC. Thank you, the organizers and everybody for giving me a patience hearing. I think this is how it's destined to be. Thanks a lot for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Bye, and enjoy the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And I know that you have to go somewhere else, and you have given us your very important time, and you have focused on the new education policy. Thank you very much, sir.